My name is Patty Connell. My son's name is Brendan Connell. He's 23 years old and he has autism. Well, I have twins, so it probably became easier for me than other people because I could see that there was a difference with the boys. Brendan had started off at the same pace as his brother Nathan, but then he regressed, like his language regressed, his play activity. He would perseverate with just playing with sticks, just more of a twisting way, and hanging in the closet. He did a lot of things that were unusual that his brother didn't do. So Brendan's dad and I took him to a team of specialists in St. Louis. And I remember we went to an audiologist to get his ears checked first. And she told me that, she goes, well, it's not his ears. And I said, well, what do you suspect? And she said neurological, and that crushed me. I worry when he's not with me that someone can harm him because he's so trusting. We went to the zoo, even though he's 23, we went to the zoo in St. Louis, and if he wanders off, it makes me nervous. So I have a business card that I put in his pocket with my cell phone number, and he knows what I'm doing, and he does not like it one bit. He gets really aggravated and he starts pouting because he's an adult. Early intervention. Do as much as you can while your child is young. Be an advocate for your child because you do deserve therapy in school. If you get an IEP, get a diagnosis, and get those services that your child needs. Squeaky wheel gets oil all the time. At the time when he was growing up, where was going to be his fit in society? You know, will he have a job? And at one time I looked to move into St. Louis, and after doing the research here, and actually Tim, his dad did research, the services that we have in Taney County are just fabulous. I have friends that have special needs children in larger cities, and they don't have anything compared to what I've received with my Brendan. Because when they say neurological, that's a lifelong sentence generally, and you wonder, what can I do? How do we start? And once you kind of recover from the initial reaction and the tears, and you feel sorry for yourself, your family, and the sibling, it's like, okay, what can I do to make sure Brendan has the most successful life that he can have possibly? Not maybe perhaps my dreams of what I want him to be, but what would make him feel successful. Oh, I couldn't have done it without my mother. She came down lots of times from St. Louis. It was difficult to have the two kids, and Brendan was so low functioning in the beginning. Tim, he's my ex-husband now, but fabulous support, great dad. She's a school teacher in St. Louis, and so she would come down during the summers. She would come down her spring break and Christmas break to always help me and do the teaching support that I needed with Brendan. I couldn't just be a regular mom with Brendan. I was watching his diet. I had just certain toys I would purchase for him to help with verbal. I had signs all over the house, and my mom would help me with that, with the flashcards to help him learn his vocabulary. She's taken trips with us, so Tim and I could have a little bit of a break. That was a huge support. And then when Tim and I divorced, and I was on my own in my home, and I had to get, I call my real job, my mom would come down every week. I had the boys just to make sure there was structure, meals provided, and Brendan could go get a ride to work and get to his activities. Brendan, you can tell when you meet him, and like family members who don't live here, when they see him, he's very proud. He's a success. In fact, his dad and I worry more about our typical twin than we do Brendan. He loves his routine. He has his own studio apartment. He goes to work every day at Tantone. He does commercial laundry. He works in the recycling. There's a wonderful thrift store. I encourage everyone I know to bring items to the thrift store to keep my son employed. They do great activities, swimming, basketball, bowling. So I don't see him as often as I used to. And it's because he's so busy. He loves his life. It's a fabulous fit. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to ask for anything more for him.